Let's start your investment journey.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of our weekly market outlook report for the week starting Monday, the 25th of January, which will mark the beginning of Davos World Economic Forum. The rest of the economic calendar is going to be fairly quiet on Monday. On Tuesday, we should be on the lookout for UK unemployment rate, which is expected to increase to 5.1% in November from current 4.9%. In the afternoon, we should be on the lookout for US consumer confidence. Going forward, Australia Consumer Price Index for quarter 4, therefore indication of inflation. US durable goods orders, crude oil inventories will be followed by Fed interest rate decision and also FOMC press conference on Wednesday. On Thursday, Eurozone consumer confidence will be watched in addition to the US jobless claims, which are expected to come in around 900,000 for the past 7 days. The week will finish on Friday with German and Canada GDP, and that will be followed by US personal spending and Michigan consumer sentiment index for January. Now let's take a look at few markets. Let's start with the DAX, or German 30. DAX is uptrending in end of day time frame. This is the 4-hourly, which appears to be going sideways in something that looks like a sideways consolidation, which could break out to the upside. Key trading level on the upside is at 13,935. Key support to the downside from the intraday point of view is at 13,780, 13,760. So if we see a rally and a breakout above 13,930, that could open the way for a spike higher, potentially targeting additional resistance towards this falling resistance trend line. 14,000, nice and round number. Breakout above that level could target this current swing high at 14,130. Breakout above that level, uncharted territory. Take your pick. Very difficult to pick up resistance in that case. Alternatively, if we see a rally and a rejection, or a gradual move lower and a loss of these lows down here, a retest of that level from underneath as a newly found resistance, that could signify a further corrective pullback to the downside, targeting initial resistance at 13,670. Below that, clusters of these lows towards 13,500. This is Wall Street. Wall Street is uptrending in end of day time frame. This is the intraday 4-hourly chart, which appears to be going sideways. These are current all-time highs, and this appears to be a sideways consolidation. Key trading level at the moment to the upside is at 31,080, 31,120. So a rally and a breakout above this level and a retest of this level from above as a newly found support could open the way for the retest of these additional resistances towards 31,200, 300 and higher. Therefore, new all-time high. Alternatively, if we see a pullback lower and a loss of these current lows down here at 31,000, that could signify a possibility of a deeper corrective move, initially targeting 30,860, 30,800, possibly even 760 to the downside. Only a loss of 30,760 and an end of day close below that level, retest of that level from underneath as a newly found resistance, could open the way for a more meaningful corrective move to the downside, targeting additional support at 30,600, 30,480. Gold, this is a daily time frame, sideways consolidation, sequence of lower highs, sequence of lower lows. Key trading level is at 1900. Breakout above 1900 could open the way for a spike higher, targeting additional resistances initially at 1930. breakout above 1930 could potentially open the way for the retest of these current swing highs towards 1950, 1965 and higher. Alternatively, if you see a rally into 1900 and a rejection, or a gradual move lower and a loss of these current lows towards 1820, that could signify a possibility of deeper corrective move, retest of additional supports at 1800 followed by 1775, 1760 to the downside. Euro dollar, this appears to be a loss of trend, retest of the trend from underneath and corrective pullback. This appears to be an oversold bounce back. Key trading level going forward is at 122.50. As if we see a rally into that level and a rejection, or if we see a dip lower and a loss of these current swing lows, that could indicate further bearishness, further corrective move to the downside, targeting additional supports at 120.40, 120, possibly even 119 to the downside. Alternatively, if we see a breakout and an end of day close above 122.20, that could trigger short squeeze, targeting additional resistance towards these areas here at 123, 123.40 to the upside. Cable still appears to be nice and bullish, higher lows, higher highs, the trend is still intact. This is a daily chart trading above multiple moving averages. We have a significant longer term trend line here around 137.50, so that's an important area on the upside. 137, 137.50, a push higher, an end of day close above 137, 137.50. Retest of that level from above as a newly found support could trigger a bullish explosive move to the upside, targeting 138.50, 139, even 140 over a medium time frame. Alternatively, if we see a pullback and a loss of these current lows, i.e. previous swing highs, previous swing lows at 135.70, that could indicate a further corrective move, potentially targeting additional support at 134.60, possibly even 134 to the downside. Dollar yen clearly downtrending. This looks like an oversold bounce back and a sideways consolidation here. These type of patterns, they have the tendency to break to the upside. If we see a break above 104, an end of day close above that level, that could trigger an extension to the upside, targeting additional resistance at 104.40, 105, possibly even 105.50, 105.70 to the upside. Close to 200-day moving average as well. Alternatively, if we see a rejection at this area and a push lower, or a gradual move and a loss of these lows at 103.50, that could signify continuation of this selling pressure, therefore US dollar weakness, targeting support at 103, 102.80 to the downside.
Let's start your investment journey.